释迦牟尼佛啊，是真实出现人间，历史所共同认同的历史的爱国者，所以呢，他的佛诞我们要用的是很清净庄严。
大家吉祥，我是中国佛教会的理事长，我是净耀法师。那么在这个地方向大家问候，佛诞平安，这个健康吉祥。
阿弥陀佛 ，May auspicious to everyone. I am Venerable Jin Yao. I am in Taiwan. Here, I want to greet everyone. Happy Buddha Day. May the auspicious and health to everyone.
我们今天能够在空中相会，目的就是为了能够来庆祝佛诞的这个佛陀的诞生。
The reason we meet here today is to celebrate Buddha's birthday.
那么我们都知道呢，佛陀的诞生，它是以怎么样能够帮助一切众生能够离苦得乐为目的。
We all know that the reason Buddha coming to this world is to help sentient beings to liberate from suffering and regain joyfulness.
那么有关于这个佛陀的诞生的问题呢，我们现在目前从几个面向来跟大家一起研究。
And let's discuss why Buddha coming to this world from different perspectives.
第一个呢，我们从这个佛陀的诞生的时间呢，那因为这个时间的话呢，我们这个上座部号称叫做南传呢，的教典有不同的记载，那么这个汉传的呢也有不同的记载，我们藏传的也有不同的记载。
And first, let's discuss about the Buddha's birthday, the timing, which date. The Buddha's birthday have different record in Theravada, in Mahayana, and in Vajrayana. We all record different date for Buddha's birth.
但是这是一个时节因缘所产生的这个现象。那么我们要能够知道，佛陀是一个这个智慧以慈悲的圆满大觉悟者，所以佛就代表觉悟的意思。那么既然我们虽然有不同的说法，说他的这个佛诞的时间不同，但是呢，它实质的意义就是觉悟，所以我们应当从觉悟的这个角度来跟佛陀做心灵的交汇。
The Buddha's birthday may recorded in different lineage, but it is just a historical issue. Buddha is a compassionate one, a great wisdom, and an almighty philosopher. So he is enlightened being. So we should discuss which date is Buddha's birthday from enlightenment perspective.
那么佛陀的这个觉性呢，那么有高于一般。那怎么说呢？我们可以从所谓的这个佛本行经的太子观根观根图，也就是观根的这个故事当中里面呢，我们来探讨佛陀诞生的目的是什么。
So let's discuss about the Buddha's enlightenment and awareness part. His awareness is higher than normal people. Let's share a story, a chapter from Buddha's Sutra about the Princess Darsa's observing of farming.
佛陀 首先呢，它是在春天的时候，那么出去散步的时候呢，看到农民的耕作。那农夫呢耕田的时候啊，把土翻出来，蚯蚓就跟着被翻出来了。结果呢，小鸟来吃蚯蚓，结果大鸟吃小鸟。佛陀就在当下的这个现象这一幕当中悟到了，这个世间不都是如此弱肉强食吗？
One day, Prince Darsa is traveling touring outside of the city, and he see farmers are farming, and he see farmers in springtime flipping the soil. Once the soil is flipped, the earthworm is coming out, and Prince Darsa sees small bird flying down eat the worms. But there is a big bird coming after the small bird, eating the small bird. The Prince Darsa, the Buddha, suddenly aware that this world is just like this. The strong take the weak one. The strong take benefit from the weak one. It is how the world is.
那么第二种呢，是佛陀出了4个城门。那么第一次出的这个东门的时候，他看到了老人第二次出城门的时候看到病人，第3次出城门的时候看到死人。所以呢，他深陷于对这个老病死问题的思维，他觉得只要是人都离不开了老病死的问题。那么这个问题到底要如何来解决？所以他在第四次出城门的时候，那么看到了出家人，所以他就领悟到人的老病死有老病死的因果关系，要能够断这个生死的轮回，只有走修行的路，才能够真正达到生死的了脱。
The second part, the second story, is one day Buddha is traveling outside of the city. When he walked out of the east gate, he see the sick old people. And when he walked out with another gate, he see the ill people. So he walked out of the gate, he see the ill, he see the old, he see the deaf. He start to think, why the world is like this? How do we solve this problem of old, sickness, and death? He's pondering. He cannot find the solution. Until one day he walked out the gate, he see the monks, he see the Senka. He's suddenly aware, he understands. Being a Senkahood is the only way to solve this sick, ill, and deaf problem. Because the normal people have the normal cause and the results. And the only way to liberate from suffering, the seed, is become a Senka. And your result is to liberate from the suffering.
第3点呢，他看到人是因为在这个所谓的生死轮回的这个过程当中，为什么人会有生死轮回？人的生死轮回主要的力量就叫做爱取。12因缘当中里面的爱，爱就是一种生命的贪着，或者对于世间物品的这种喜爱。那么取是什么呢？取就是你对生命希望能够存在的一种这个祈求，或者是说你对于世间的物品的喜欢的占有欲。那么因为呢这样子而造成的人与人之间里面就会有争夺。 乃至于就是一家里面的家人呢互相的争夺，父母跟子女之间的争夺，乃至于国与国之间的争夺，无非都来自于这种所谓爱起烦恼而造成的人与人之间里面这种残酷的这种这个残杀啊，所以这是佛陀从幼小的心灵当中里头呢，一直对于这一些这个这个烦恼所产生的这种恶的这个现象呢，那么一直在思维要如何才能够把它断除。
The third part is when Princess Starsa he observed the cycle of life and death. He tried to solve the problem of the samsara. In the samsara, life and death keep in circle. And why is this? This is because of the attachment. Attachment of love, of emotion, of mundane affair. So this attachment is a greed. You want to obtain something, you want getting something in your life, you have attachment to fame, to money, to anything. It's to possession of the material. Because of this attachment, people fighting for the resources, the parents and the kids and the families fighting for the wealth, fighting for anything to the society level, to the national level. So there is battle, there is wars, and there is cruel, very cruel wars and the life and the death, all because our attachment and the greed. So Princess Darsa, as a young Buddha, he have awareness to observe the phenomenon and come up with this understanding and enlightenment.
所以佛陀说人生是苦，这个苦的定义是什么？苦的定义就是无常。那么也可以从这个无常的变化而能够看到这个弱肉强食这个整个国际社会，整个活在这个人间当中里面呢，弱势的团体总是多，所以也形成了这个世间呢痛苦的人特别多再来每一个人，不管你本身自己的官位有多大，不管你的财富有多大不管你本身现在目前的家庭有多幸福，你都没有办法抵挡老病死的摧残。再来可以看得到的，在这个世间里头那么只要有人的地方就会有纷争，国与国之间里面就会有弱肉强食，就会有纷争，造成的人世间里面呢这种灾难不断那么每一次战争的时候，谁最苦？百姓最苦。所以佛陀不忍众生的苦，那么所以诞生这个人间，那么也相对了解众生的苦来自于众生的烦恼，来自于众生心灵的黑暗。所以佛陀诞生这个人间，为我们所有的人开创了这个光明的希望能够希望能够帮助所有的人都能够了解自己，了解世间所存在的自然的力量，就叫做因，如是因，如是果。这个如是因如是果什么时候成熟？就是因缘会一时，果报还自受。
This world is full of the suffering. Why? It is because of impermanence. Impermanence, nothing stays forever. Doesn't matter how high is your socio-economic position. Maybe you are a high government officer. Maybe you are a very wealthy man. Maybe you have a very happy family. But nothing stays forever. There is impermanence. anything could change. Because anything could change, so people, when karma comes, people will have dispute. As long as there are people, there will be dispute. There will be fighting. So there is wars. There is catastrophe. Those are all tragedy. In the tragedy like wars, no one is happy. And the people, they suffer the most during the war. The Buddha, Princess Darsa, he cannot stand to see people are suffering. He wants to help all the sentient beings. He wants us to liberate from suffering and stop our vexations, our anger, and our darkness of our mind. So he bring the Buddhism to the world. He opened a hope of a light of hope to this world. And he find the final solution to this problem. It is called karma, cause and effect. So, in the causality, there are cause and effect. Anything have a cause, and you will have the fruit of the results. So, when cause and effect meet in the right time and space, it will ripe, and you will have to bear with whatever seed you have been planting, the cause, and bear with the result, the fruit.
所以佛陀，这个为了关怀一切众生能够离苦得乐，而诞生这个人间。所以诞生在这个人间呢，也就是诞生在一个生生世世这个种族呢，生生世世历代的祖先都是行善的一个家族，叫做释家族。诞生在迦毗罗卫城，迦毗罗卫国呢当这个太子。那么他也深深的知道，他本身就算当这个国王，他能够成为这个是世界的统治主，或者是他能成为这个世界所有财富的管理者，那纵然他有再多的财富，有再大的潜力，他也抵挡不了老病死的摧残。所以呢，最后他选择的就是他出城门第4个看到修行人呢，所以他觉得他应该要去追寻这个真理，怎么样来对治这个老病死的问题，怎么样能够去对治弱强食的问题。所以他走上出家修行，最后呢能够真正体悟到因缘所生法的缘起，而能够成就佛道。
So, Buddha coming to our world, he gave birth in a nice family, in a Sakya family. You see, it's a family always doing a good deed. As a prince, he knows he will be the king. He will be the king, he will rule the world, he will manage all the wealth. He can have anything he wants, the power, but the moment he walked out the 4th door, he realized only become a monk, become a Sanka, he can stop the suffering of the old, the sickness and the death. Because he realized only by becoming a monk, he can find the final truth. The final truth to solve the old, the sickness, and the death. And the final solution is by understanding the causality, the cause and effect. And by understanding this phenomenon, he can liberate from the suffering.
佛陀在证悟了之后，他第一个动作就是到鹿野苑去初转法轮，度了5比丘。之后他建立了僧团， 那这胜利的僧团目的是什么？就是要把佛陀能够觉悟众生的这个真理这个真理呢，能够透过这个僧团呢，透过所有的出家人把它弘传出去。所以我们每一个僧人此时此刻应该要去思考这个《遗教经》里面说见僧如见佛，对不对？见僧如见法，就是《阿含经》里面说的。那《遗教经》里面讲到的，说见到了末法的僧人，犹如见到佛陀的法身，常住世间而不灭。
After Buddha reached enlightenment, the first thing he did is to give the teaching to the 5 monks, his first 5 disciples, and he built his Sangha group. The reason he built the Sangha group is because he will need this Sangha to propagate Buddhism to everywhere. So as a monk, as a Sangha, we must know we have a very important mission. The sutra says, in the end of the Dharma time, seeing the monk is just like seeing a Buddha. Seeing a monk is seeing the Dharma. Seeing a monk is like seeing the Dharma body of a Buddha, the Dhammakaya. So we must know we all bear very important mission.
那么佛陀这个说法度了比丘，那么就是希望所有的比丘能够将佛陀的教法把它弘传出去。所以这个说来，也就是说所有的僧人代表了佛陀住世，那么这个所有的信众呢，就等于是要护持佛陀的教法，能够让这个法水长流五大洲，去加惠这个世间所有有缘的人。这个是我们身为佛子当行佛事的共同使命之所在。那么今天我们在庆佛诞，我们有没有去思考说，佛教也号称叫做世界3大宗教，对不对？那如何让佛教给予国际化？如何让你这个全世界在这个地球上所有的友人都能因为我们的努力而能够认识佛陀，受用佛法，能够享受甘露，都能够断烦恼，了生死，这不就是我们自己的天职，不就是我们的使命吗？对不对？这是佛陀诞生这个人间的唯一目的啊。那我们身为弟子的人，要荷担如来的家业，就是应该要尽到这个责任啊。
So Buddha had his first 5 bhikkhu monks, and he built his Sangha, and have the monks spreading the Buddhism. And as a Buddhist, as a monk, our responsibility is to spread Buddhism. And for lay person, our job is to protect Buddhism, to help Buddhism, to spread the Buddha to everywhere, so the water of the Dharma can flow to 5 continents. And today, as a student of a Buddha, we're coming here to celebrate Buddha's birthday. It is important because to make the Buddhism strong, we must make Buddhism internationalized. Buddhism is one of the 3 major world religions. By making Buddha's birthday internationalized, we can spread Buddhism to everywhere to the world. It is our most important job. It is also the reason Buddha coming to this world, to spread Buddhism. So by knowing Buddha's birthday, by celebrating it, by internationalize it, we make everybody see Buddha's Dharma.
所以我们不管是僧众，不管是信众，我们共同的使命就是如何让佛诞国际化。这个议题 是我们大家共同要来去思考的那么不管你是用这个所谓的5月夜炎日也好，卫赛节也好，对不对？用这个所谓的国历4月8号，农历的4月8号也好，大家都是在为了庆佛诞。但是我们如果能够共同讨论呢，大家认同同一个日子，把我们的佛陀的佛诞统一在一天，而让它真正国际化，也才能够真正让这个国际的所有友人共同来庆祝共同来庆祝呢。那么借着庆佛诞而能够认识佛陀，而能受用佛法，这是我们每一个人共同的使命。希望这个问题呢，大家共同来深思，如何才能够达到这个目标。感恩大家，谢谢大家。
So as Senka, as a monk, our common goal is to spread Buddhism. So we must make Buddha Day internationalized. So in a different lineage, doesn't matter we use Astada Purnima, the lunar day, or we can use Vesak, or we can use lunar calendars like Mahayana in April 8th, or in solar calendar April 8th. That doesn't matter. We should all come together and discuss how to make Buddha Day in the same day. We can unify it to one day. It is our common goal to make Buddha Day internationalized. By doing it, we can make all friends around the world celebrating Buddha's birthday. And by celebrating Buddha's birthday, they can get to know Buddhism, and they can apply Buddhism in their life, and they can liberate from the suffering and gain joyfulness. It is our common goal. So please, let's work together hard on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
祝福大家佛诞节平安、健康、自在，让我们共同发愿，共同祈福，希望全世界疫情早日消除，特别是我们佛陀出生的故乡尼泊尔，还有佛陀文化的国度印度，疫情都相当严重，让我们共同祈福回向，让全世界疫情早日消除。我祝福国际佛诞论坛